Right, boys and girls, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Now tonight I just want to have a little play, finish off what I started with this here chainage belly pattern thingy. Still quite solid, none of it's fractured yet. Middle one's free as I intended, and that's all strong. And it was this gap kind of here that I wanted to bring something into, not sure what, so it's going to develop as it goes. I've only got that much chain left, which isn't a massive amount, but I don't want to put any more on because of the weight, obviously. So I'm not going to make a long one of this like the last one. I'm just going to have a little play, weld a few more bits on, see what it looks like. Stick around, stay tuned, see what happens. Right, well, due to cracking on because the daylight's gone, working after work in the evenings is a bummer when it's winter. I mean, this is crap now. It's only 8 o'clock I think, and it's chucking it, so can't work outside. And I've just cracked on and got this done. So I've put another line, as you can see. I've bunged another, just trying to get a point I can show you. Just bunged this other fourth line in under here, and a little joining piece. The idea of that being just to give it some sort of stability, because it's a bit floppy otherwise, and you can't have it floppy. That one's gone up the side, jointed the motor. I'll probably show you this actually in the morning, because it's a little bit late now, can't really see what I'm doing off. But that's this is tonight's work. Just put an extra line right the way under, join it to the centre piece, put this little joining piece in, and I just had 6 inches left, so I've just popped that in there. Don't know, that may come off again, it may get welded, I don't know, may get welded into a point, may just get left a dangle, baby. But I can paint this in the morning because it's too late now and I don't want to paint on here and get paint all over the floor. So that's it, that's tonight's fun and games. Just a little bit of silliness, same as last time. Let's go on the other side. Not a lot of room in here. That's it, just put the fourth piece in. The idea behind this, the general idea is that once I want to get a final piece to join to the back, so the whole thing is kind of from the front round, almost like a fairing, and I'm going to put a mesh on the inside. I'm going to find a suitable mesh and actually mesh the whole thing, so the chain is like an exoskeleton and the mesh is on the inside. There'll be a thin mesh, I'm thinking a little tiny perforated metal, nothing too holy, not like this. It'll be tiny holes, so it'll be like a sheet metal with perforated holes in, but obviously not too much to prevent airflow, because it's technically an air-cooled motor, so I can't end up with it overheating. So this is just a stage forward. It's just developing as it goes. I'm not doing anything to a plan, I'm just doing it as it goes. This down here, this kind of hub centre bit where there's 1, 2, it's about what, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is now 8 pieces of chain that join in the centre. They're kind of all symmetrical. If you could see it from the front, you can see it's all symmetrical, but it's just fugly now because it's made up a big old mess. So I might put a little something over that, just like a centrepiece or something, I don't know. It's all part of ratting, just get something silly comes to mind. As you can see, that's just a bit horrible, so I might cover that up. I think the whole thing's horrible, to be honest. Like I said, the disc is awaiting. I might just lock the lot off and forget about it. But what's been useful is it's been a good practice and exercise to weld chain. Welding chain is a funny old business. It's not easy. It's a certain technique. You kind of have to move the MIG in a swooping arc. You get 2 pieces of chain that go over each other. You kind of have to go in that joint and sort of swoop back and forth, and then you get a lovely solid penetrated weld. You just try and buzz it in, it just spits out and the wire just jubs past and disappears off. It's a funny old business, and it's good fun to learn these things. This is what rat bite's good for, practicing all kinds of silly fabrication. So there it is, not going to waffle anymore. That's another short one for you. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I'll have a little think during the course of work if I can find some nice sheet metal and perhaps sort of mesh this in some way. Just kind of make it look like a pseudo exoskeleton fairing. Another bit of daftness on the rat bike. So there you go, thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. I'll see you next time, when it's not so rainy.